Hey everybody, this is Mike, and I will be bringing you a Lost City of Amdapor. I don't know if I'm going to call it a guide because there's still a lot of this stuff that I don't know yet. I've only actually run it once, and that was last night, so um, I'll do my best, I guess, to describe what I do know about it. All in all, I'd say it's pretty easy instance. I did all three, and I guess I would say that the final boss of this is maybe the most difficult of the three, but even then, I think once you know how to do it, it's really, really easy. So, I think it's more mechanical than anything. I was thinking of some of the different bosses from just different instances in general, and like as far as like the numbers go, I didn't really feel like the boss like hit very hard or was really difficult. But I mean, this group is really geared, so that's probably part of it, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that being said, I didn't really think like it was difficult in the numbers sense. It was more the mechanics of the fight itself. So I guess if you do it kind of like our way or the way we did it, it'll be really easy for you. Yeah. So, anyways, the first bit of trash is pretty easy. I didn't notice anything like. I mean, we didn't wipe or anything, so I don't know if we got lucky. Like, I just don't know if there was some monsters that needed priority. It didn't seem like it. I guess I did notice that I believe it was the gremlin. There's like a pather that kind of just cruises there. He's up there. I don't think he'll aggro with anybody else. Okay. So I think like if you try to pull him alone, you can tag him and not have to deal with anything else at the time. But again, I don't know if he poses even any real threat. It didn't seem like any of the monsters in here did, so. But who knows? Who knows? There's, like I said, the DPS was, everybody's geared, so DPS was real good. So I'm not sure if there was, like, possibly some attacks that could have been nasty that we avoided because of, good DPS. I'm just not real sure. Yeah, so anyways,
I wonder which dungeon they're adding the dark one to.
AoEs.
Could it be this one?
There's some pretty minor ones. I guess that big, there was kind of a decent sized one. I guess I didn't see how hard it hit, but there was like a flying mob that seemed like it did a pretty decently sized one. And here, I don't know what must have been checking average item level for this place. So it looks like it's 55. CT I think is still 50. I don't think that changed. And I honestly don't remember the old hard modes, what their requirement was. I want to say they were 50 as well. So I mean, as far as gear requirement, apparently this one's more difficult.
Oh shit.
But I mean, I can't speak much about it. I don't obviously did well. My monk is I-90. Yeah, I-90. So I don't know what this would be like running in I guess if you're like a fresh 50 or something, and I don't know. I guess I wouldn't recommend running this like if you're just hitting 50 and your gear score's like really bad, maybe 55. Well, obviously you'd have to have it 55 before you could get in here, but I just think there's a lot of easier content, and I mean, CT is just a joke. It's just a walk in the park, and you'd probably be better off just farming that for, gosh, you could, it drops 100 myths at the end, and there's no restriction anymore on rolls. So it seems to me it's probably a better way to get gear. This is, I mean, honestly, this is the random chests here just drop I-70.
Ads too, right?
Which is the dark light. So or equivalent to dark light. So I don't know. This doesn't seem like a good way to farm gear.
Maybe the little ones were the AoE poison.
So the soldiery tokens, on the other hand, now that's a different story. You know, if you're decently geared, this may be the best way to farm. I forgot there's a moldy colony back there that I kind of missed. There's another one coming up, so I'll let you know once we get it. But it seemed to me those were spawning the hectize or something like that. Those blob-looking things. So I think you're gonna wanna focus those down first. Yeah, but anyways, you know, as far as gear progression, I guess I would still recommend doing CT before coming in here, and at least getting a drop or two. Maybe get yourself up to, you know, average item 60 or something like that. But you know, again, this place isn't by no means difficult, so I hope I
was wondering why it didn't jump off of them instantly.
This stuff's just got a lot of health, so if your gear's crummy, it's just gonna take you longer. You know, everything said and done, being that this was my first time here, obviously I'm looking around quite a bit and kind of just checking out the scenery. You know, so that being said, I don't know, you could probably get this done in a half hour, probably less. You know, if your group's really good and decent,
spitting in front,
and you don't wipe
like that.
It took us quite a bit longer, just because the last boss, none of us had done it before, so it was, you know, there was a lot of learning to be done, but the rest of it's, I mean, real easy, obviously. Nothing real, you know, technical about the trash mobs.
Well, now.
Bane mites are pretty standard. You know, this isn't their first appearance in the game, so if you're cruising around here, you're probably pretty familiar with them. They do kind of like a straight line, and I believe it knocks you back too.
Well, Final Fantasy XI had mimics like that too.
But anyways, so this is the first boss. This guy, I thought he was really easy.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything real difficult about him.
Alright, ready?
I think, I don't remember. I typed out something to my group here, which I can't see very well. But
about swapping targets?
I think I already knew. I don't know if some free company people had already run in here before.
Okay.
But they were talking something about it, so I just told them that they needed to switch to the mouth. So he makes a little line to somebody, and that's how you know who's gonna get pulled. Basically, he just eats them. And then you see there, he's got the target, the voracious maw.
Oh shit.
They just switch targets to that and DPS that down, and once that's dead, he spits the person that he ate back out. Pretty easy, you know.
I didn't realize he had,
I guess kind of like the Sunken Temple of Korn, dude, the stone golem, where you DPS the heart, but you know, with the added I mean, he grabbed the bard here a couple of times, so it was just me DPSing the maw then. So it was, I mean, you know, it was just me. Whereas I guess the golem, technically, he doesn't eat anybody, so you still get to everybody gets the DPS. But I mean, the thing has so little HP, it just didn't seem like it was a big deal at all. I guess I don't know what really happens if you if you leave somebody in there. I don't know. He puts these annoying poison pools all over the place too. I don't think they really did a whole lot of damage, but you know, I don't think you want to stand in them either. It looked like a Medica too. He did a kind of a AoE poison, and it looked like a Medica too was able to keep everybody topped off. So again, you know, real minor damage. And it looks like, did he eat the healer that time? Yeah. Here, I just limit broke the boss. For the heck of it. Whatever. And it looked to me like once he got to a certain part, or certain point of HP, it looked like he stopped eating people. So, I don't know, maybe 20% or something like that. And then that last like 10% went really fast.
I thought he was gonna be.
So yeah, so that's the first boss. Not too difficult. Looks like we got the heavy Dark Light Gauntlets, which I already had. And I need to get rid of, once servers come back, I'll be getting rid of all my Dark Light gear because I have better, and I guess I'm just gonna assume I'm gonna end up running this a lot for soldiery tokens. So I'll probably just head to I don't know, my free not free company, my grand company, turn in all my old Darklight stuff that I don't use anymore, so that when I do run this place, I can just greed roll, because you can get grand company seals by trading them in. So that's the plan. I think I was just looking at the scenery again. Kind of a cool place. I don't know. I was talking to some free company people today, and we were talking about the different new hard modes and which ones we liked. And I think this one's my favorite because I like the outdoorsy type zones.
I think this thing's gonna spit out.
I really didn't care for Howitz Alley just because of the like the setting. It's kind of lame dungeony feeling. So here's another, I think this was another colony. Yeah, the mold colony. So I didn't really switch to it right away. I wanted to take down, I don't know, apparently a bunch of these mobs before I jumped on it. If I did it all, I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, there we go. I guess if you're playing a bard, it doesn't look like you can use venomous bite on them, which I think is stupid. Regardless of whether it makes sense that you can poison a spore colony or not, I don't know. But, just from game mechanics wise, it just seems stupid. I think I commented that we can, that it doesn't look like you can use venomous bite on it, but yet we can, cast fire spells on Ifrit. So I don't know, one of those things where does it really make that much sense? It reminds me of Atmos, So and maybe that's a bug. I don't even know. It seems like they would at least kind of consciously make that decision to not, let you use venomous bite on certain mobs, and if they did, that seems really stupid. But again, whatever. I don't know. Maybe that bard just wasn't using venomous much.
We progressed through. It looked like the floor was on fire.
I don't know. I guess I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention. But anyways, yeah, there's nothing. Didn't look like there's anything else, real important to know about these trash mobs. Yeah, there we go. There's venomous is up on this mob, so. Yeah. No venomous on there. It is. Yep. So it looks like venomous lands on this guy too. All right. So yeah, maybe it's just the mold colonies. I don't know. Again, I wasn't paying attention to what the guy was doing, and although I thought I saw.
I bet one of these is a mimic.
I should probably have rewound my video and checked, but I would have swore I saw venomous bite has no effect on that mold colony, so I think that's why I made the comment. But I can't see my screen, or this recording screen or interface is really small, so I can't really see that well. And the ground here looks like there's some poison, and I wanted to check, so I just stood in it for a little bit. It didn't seem like it was doing really anything. 490 damage. Eh. You know, pretty minor. Guess I wouldn't recommend standing in it, but it's probably not going to wipe you.
Is that the poison dot?
I guess maybe if everybody stands in it? I don't know. I guess just pull away. Pull away from it. Probably makes the most sense. And I believe this... I was wondering if I was missing, so I think I opened up my parser here to see. And then it needed to update, and I didn't realize it. So I opened it up, and then it didn't record anything anyway because it needed to update. So whoops. Here's another spore colony, and I think I just let the bard take care of this one. Because, I mean, obviously there's a bunch of poison in between me and the colony over there. And then, I don't know, these mobs were all over the place. I tried to use I think I tried to use perfect form here, and it just didn't really... Or perfect balance, yeah. It just kind of was pointless. Could have just as easily just kept going with a single target and done just fine. But yeah, anyways, I don't know, I probably should have jumped on the spore colony a little sooner. It seemed like it kept spawning shit, and probably would have been a better use of my DPS to help take it down faster, but whatever. I thought it was going to go down faster, I guess, than it did. I couldn't tell. You know what? I don't know if we get money drops from those or not. Oh, let's find out once we kill this one. I think... Nope. Wow, that is lame. Well, or not. I don't know. You could probably have just sat there and spawned those things over and over and got rich, you know, super quick, right?
No, we're all
probably not. But... Alright, so here's the second boss.
There's a big thing flying up too.
Ranch. Whampura?
That's probably the main boss, right?
Whampura? Whampura? So this thing, I think I've got the... I think I got the mechanics of this one down. It seemed to me that you gotta kill the little dudes that spawn, and I think they put I think it's a debuff, technically a debuff on you that makes the actual boss come down. Ariosh. So yeah, so the tanks got, is that 2? I can't tell. Again, my interface is really small, so I can't actually see. And that looks like that's 3 now. 3 stacks of that. And I should have at least hovered over it. I think I do a little bit later when because I think I got a stack myself. Just to show you exactly what it reads as far as the tooltip. And again, I don't know if you need to keep just slaughtering them one after another, or if you can just kind of, you know, have one debuff. That I think that poison kind of hurt. And I took a cleave right there. Wow, that dude dropped a cure 2 and a benediction on me. Must have been a panic heal. Oops. Well, I guess I was kind of low. I don't know. I think this is where I got the debuff. Nope, not yet. So now it looks like the tank's got 5. And it didn't... Haha, yeah. So that mob right there, it wandered into the Bard's fire circle. So that's why it aggroed on him. But I don't think they'll actually aggro. And there's the scale flakes. That's the debuff. Dusted with skill giving off a scent, which attracts Ariosh. Damage taken is increased. Okay, so we probably shouldn't have stacked 5 stacks on the tank, I'm guessing. I guess I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
and now the tank has no stacks, but the mob is still on him. So again, now I'm not sure if that's because I have so stacks and the healer has stacks.
Be on the ground.
I'm not real sure, and I don't know what happens when you get to 0 stacks. Like if no one has stacks in the group, I don't know if it jumps up and kind of just cruises around. I'm not sure. I kind of wish I would have tried it now, but I guess that's for next time. And here it looks like, so these are the old, I think the aqueous whetstone and the filtered water were the old philosophy items that you could buy from the vendor, which you can't buy, obviously, anymore. Which, I don't know if that's cool or dumb, I'm not sure. And on whether, it seems weird that a boss didn't drop any gear. But whatever. Alright, so this little area was kind of interesting.
Well, now
it looks like the white mage
there.
Stones heal the
really
bells
sure
of Fawn in the middle. I don't know if I'm saying that thing's name right. But it healed them over time, and I don't think I was clear when I described how I wanted these pulled out, but I wanted to try to pull number 1, I guess, the Alatars. I wanted to try to pull those out alone, but I think the tank proximity pulled the Belzephon out too. So I think because he stepped in there a little bit too far, I think that's why it aggroed, but I'm not sure. And actually, you know what? I just realized the Bard actually hit the white mage stones first. So I think that's what pulled them out. So I guess if I could try this pull all over again, I would have tried to pull. I had the tank try to pull the Alatar out with provoke because it's much longer range and kind of just see what comes out. It looked like the Alatars themselves were connected, but it didn't look like the Belzephon was connected. So again, I think if we pulled a little differently, maybe this would have worked. And unfortunately, I think the next pull kind of goes the same way. So, again, we'll have to actually try the next time I go. And there it looked like the Belzephon jumped over to that must have been the Bard. And then basically just did an AoE around, him. So I guess you kind of got to stay on your toes a little more if you're ranged, which is kind of cool, but whatever. I don't think it, as a Bard, I don't.
So far, it didn't seem like I missed
anything. Kind of like whatever. Yet. Who cares? And then here I'm just chilling. No big deal. I'm gonna let my group take care of this guy. I don't even know where this thing came from. Dastardly Devilet? I don't know. Weird. Yeah. Okay. So anyways. Let's see what's in this treasure coffer. I think this was just, more jewelry. More dark light stuff that I already have.
Good God.
Boom.
Well, I'm just gonna start marking some of these, and I'm assuming we're just gonna kill all the.
So Dirty Eyes and Belzephon. Again, so if I would have specified probably a little better.
Well, if I bring the dirty
I think
eyes,
I would have tried to
big guy
have
in middle
the
is gonna come
tank
too.
provoke the dirty eye. One of them, just to see what comes out. But I think, again, he used a lob. And I think that he stepped in too close, and that's what actually aggroed the Belzephon, just from proximity. So unfortunately, we didn't get to pull this the way I wanted to. I was hoping that the dirty eyes would come out themselves, and then you could take down the Belzephon and the Maidstones after. But
yeah, because I'm targeting
again,
the dirty eye, and it's
I
not
won't be
pointing
able
to the big
tell
guy in the
until
middle,
the next time I go in here. No, I don't know. It seemed like as soon as he stepped in, it aggroed. So, I don't know, whatever. I guess even if, like the pull went really well, considering. And it doesn't look like he popped any cooldowns whatsoever. So, I don't know. I think he's pretty high as far as gear level. I don't know what that crap happened to me there. I took a ton of damage.
So I think it'd be easier to pull that with a longer range,
does an
with
AoE.
a Bard.
It looked like, if I remember it was called Darkness.
Yeah, or Provoke.
So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That hit hard. 2K. It's pretty decent. I guess if you range, stay away from the Belzephon as best you can. Again, I think I would have liked to try to pull this a little differently, but whatever. I guess I'm not going to dwell on it. Although I'm kind of dwelling on it, aren't I? So anyways, it does look, though, like, you need to take down these white Maidstones before you bother with the Belzephon, because I think that just keeps healing it, and there was 4 of them there, so I just assume you're not going to be able to DPS fast. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe you could DPS through it fast enough, but I doubt it. But there he jumped over to the healer that time, and he does an AoE there. I don't know what that AoE actually does, if it connects. Yeah. Maybe it fears you? I'm not sure. Kind of seems like that's like the theme for this place. Okay, anyways, so this is the last boss. I cut out all of our fails because I think we wiped 3 times. And then we finally did it on a 4th.
Me too.
Once we finally figured out the mechanics of it, but it's not too difficult. I think the way we did it is pretty perfect. What you want to do, in my opinion, is designate one person.
Yes, but look who it is.
Like I did, I guess, the majority of the marking, but and actually this guy kind of screwed up. I told him, I was pretty specific too, that I wanted him to mark the Gobu, and only the Gobu set, because there's sets of doors. So here I mark the whatever this red symbol is as a 1. Found the other symbol, marked it 2. Grabbed the Griffin, 3. The other Griffin, 4. And then this guy screws up my marks. So yeah, I had it marked 4, and then he switched it to the 1. So that's why I got actually super confused. I thought, like I said, I thought I was pretty specific when I told this guy to only mark the Gobus, but whatever. He got confused. No harm done though, really. I got her figured out eventually. So again, alright, so the symbols, if you notice, they disappear after a while. So the important thing is that you mark as fast as you can. I basically stopped DPS. You could probably maybe have your healer do it if your tank is okay geared and maybe pops a cooldown or something. It didn't seem like Diabolos himself does a whole lot of damage, so you could probably, like I said, get away with.
Here we go, doors.
Maybe the healer marking the doors. But anyways, so he starts using Ruinous Omen, and that's when you want to open up the doors. And I think you're probably, like, I wouldn't rush, like, if you're really good, if you've got it timed out really well. You may actually open the doors too fast. So what you probably want to do is wait until he's about halfway through his cast bar, and then open up the second door. Because if you saw what it did there, it pulls everybody in, and kind of like moves you through a different dimension so that you don't get hit by his Ruinous Omen. And then one other thing I'll add, he does a skill called Nightmare, which, there it is, sleeps you, which is super annoying. You know, it's not too long, and you're probably not going to wipe because of it, but it is annoying. And here, I don't know how I got hit by that. I was clearly out of the AoE, but whatever. That hits really hard, so I guess, you know, do your best to avoid that. Alright, so here we've got a Ruinous Omen again. So I go over to 1, or sorry, opened up door 2, and then opened up door 1. I think this was the Gobu door. Boom! So then there's the, you want to be moving through this, you know, other dimension when Ruinous Omen hits. That's the real key to this, because that does hit hard. I don't know if you can take one and then you get stacks, and you know, if you get too many stacks, I think you take increased damage.
Got it.
I should have hovered over my debuff, but it does not look like I did. Okay. But it lasts really long, so you know, it's not like it's going to.
Looks like the other two are really far apart.
I don't think it's got a chance to wear off before you get hit again. And yeah, here I was just trying to figure out what the crap I needed to do as far as opening up the next set of doors. Okay. But I can't tell if there's only 2 left. Yeah. Okay, no, there's 4 left. So here I hit 4. Actually, I waited. Okay, so I worked out with the tank because I queued up with the tank. I worked out with the tank when to hit the door. So he hit his door first, and then I opened up the second one. And probably the biggest reason for that was because if you notice, the doors are on the exact opposite end. So, like, obviously, if 2 doors are really close to each other, it's really easy for the same person to open up the door. Oh, by the way, Nightmare can be stunned. If you're not scrubby like me, I did such a terrible job, and I don't know if it's, I just gotta work out the timing a little better. I'm not sure, but I missed. Yeah, I could have stunned, I think, a lot more of these than I really did. So, again, don't be bad. Don't be bad like me. Stun Nightmare. It's annoying. And if you notice, the bard did go down. I don't know what he got hit by. I wasn't really paying attention. Ah, crap! Almost forgot. So Diabolos also targets you. You'll get a big red target reticle on you, and he drops a bomb, kind of like the Amdapor Keep final boss.
Let's see what we get. And
you just want to kind of take the ball like to the outside, because it'll pulse just like the Amdapor Keep boss. So you just drop the balls, you know, somewhere where they're not going to be hitting the rest of your group.
Oh, damn.
And that's about it. I don't know. Again, not too difficult of a fight, as long as you've got the real mechanic is the doors. You know, I don't know. It seemed to me he didn't do a whole lot of damage.
What it looks like.
It seemed like, you know, it's more about getting the doors marked initially well. And handling the whole door mechanic as the fight goes. If you can get that down, again, the fight's pretty cake. So.
Oh, nice.
All right, I think that's about it. We got some random I-70 drop. You know, it's a new drop, which actually I think it was kind of cool. It's a different option than the Dark Light Top, because I think the Dark Light Top's absolutely horrible for tanks. So, you know, I don't know. Something different. Kinda. All right, but anyways, hope you enjoyed the guide. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. But I hope you join me for some more videos. Thanks for watching.
That was interesting.